Biafra, superstars, media.
On the moving pedestal.
Let's quickly touch on, again, the issues in the southeast.
Okay.
I see a very strong headline here. Nigeria has requested for Simon Ekpa's extradition, according to CDS.
Hold it there. My people, now how on a day today? I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending on when you're listening to the sound of my voice. This is the Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say, may God bless Biafra, and may God bless His Excellency, Oyendo Mazenam Kano. May God bless, may God bless, may God bless His Excellency, the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon and Joko, for the job Simon is doing. Simon, I want to say we thank you. We appreciate you. We love you because we know in your hands, Biafra has come. In your hands, Biafra will be great. And in your hands, now that Biafra has come, the people of Biafra must surely rejoice. In the year 2025, today being the first day of the new year, I declare Happy New Year to all Biafrans all across the world. As you're hearing my voice, may the good God of Biafra lead you through this year. May this year be fruitful for you, and success will be your name. Above all, I want to say, may God bless Her Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, USB, and the rest. Madam Dr. Ngozi Orabweze, we thank you, and I say a Happy New Year to you. Fellow Biafrans, I want us to ignore the naysayers. They have come. They have come. In the beginning of the year, what you are hearing now, Nigerian media, very funny. They are kicking off with the story of Simon Ekpa. Again, the Defense Department of that zoo called Nigeria, they are the ones speaking, not the presidency. They are talking about sending off a request for Simon Ekpa, our Prime Minister, to be extradited back to that shithole called Nigeria. God have mercy. So, fellow Biafrans, follow me to break this one down. I implore everyone should please break this one down with me. I will take it calm. I will be mellow because we are in a new year. I will be calm and civil. My fellow Biafrans, if you're ready, let's take it and break this one down. Listen, listen, listen.
On the moving pedestal.
Let's quickly touch on, again, the issues in the southeast.
Okay.
I see a very strong headline here. Nigeria has requested for Simon Ekpa's extradition, according to CDS. Let's bring him back home. What do you think is okay? Some persons will say, no, let the Finnish government do their job. But then some persons say, no, bring him back home. Like, yeah, it happened. Let's finish it here.
No, they can't tell Finnish government what to do. We made a complaint, formal complaint,
Listen.
to the Finnish government. And based on the complaint we have made, they would have checked through intelligence and through the facts available to them, they were able to establish that there seems to be an offense against Simon Ekpa.
Okay.
Simon Ekpa enjoys dual citizenship, Finland and Nigeria. So they have taken that bold step through our complaints to go into it. And that is why they have kept him behind bars, where he cannot be sending out those killer, inciting messages
Listen.
on the social media
Listen.
to Nigerians, especially people in the southeast, to continue to do the killings.
Hey.
At least it has been totally contained now. He told us, from what I heard anyway, that he's a content creator. So what he was doing was content creation to entertain us.
Oh, really?
While houses were being burnt, people were being killed.
That's his content.
That's his own content. So he has to explain that to Finnish government.
Hi.
So the CDS, well, he has just made a statement. The enforcement is another thing. It is not enforceable. So, I mean, what he has said is what is expected of him. To show that he's making efforts from this end to see that the man suffers, that the man faces justice But Finnish government cannot be stampeded into releasing the man to Nigeria in a hurry.
Okay.
They will go the whole hog. If they find him guilty, obviously he's going to be sentenced in Finland, and he will face that. So Nigerians have to have a long wait. Maybe by the time he finishes serving there, they can now request for him to be brought to come here and face what he has caused.
Double jeopardy. Say in hypothesis, say for example, what this man just said here now. Say somebody, they say he is guilty of a crime in America. He was sentenced to 20 years for the crime. He finished the crime, he finished the sentence, and he was released. According to this man, Nigerian zoo government will now request for him to be extradited and sent to Nigeria to now re-go through that situation and again undergo the same sentence. And you know, say for that zoo, if they ever lay their hand on Simon Ekpa, in fact, there will be no court case, there will be no judge. They will all say guilty, guilty, guilty. That's how they roll in that zoo. But he's saying here, for example, if somebody has spent, spent time in jail, you will now tell him, say, okay, send him to Nigeria to relieve or redo that sentence. How stupid and foolish is the black man? Why is the black man this foolish and stupid? When the white man calls you all to a third of a human, I was a bit taken aback as a young man. I was angry. Why will a white man say the black man is to a third of a human? It means your IQ level is 20% better than that of a chimpanzee. And the IQ of the white man is 20% better than that of a black man. Very, very sad, very nasty as it sounds. But sometimes you guys in your reasoning, in your level of reasoning, over and over again, you make the right man's judgment towards you correct. His assessment towards you. Not all black people, but some. Because me hearing what this man just said now, God, I can't believe this. You see, the problem with people like this is this. When they were younger, they were praying to God to leave that shit called Nigeria to go to the Western world. Some of them went, but they were sent back. Those that could not make it, they have now taken to their fate. And now they are saying they love Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Nigeria go better. Nigeria is my country. God. I was once like you. I was blind. But now I can see. That's a fact. I was once blind like you were, talking this way. Abacha, then give them poison. 2 Indian girls, then come in house, then give them apple chop. Abacha died because of the apple when they give them chop. Childish talking. Foolish kind of analysis. Hearsay analysis. Them talk say, I hear say, it be like say, if to say. They've been talk say this. You know what I mean? This is the problem I have with you guys. You guys are not informed. And through ignorance, you guys speak what they call ignoramus. At this point, I will have to break this one down. I will have to break it down. And also, I will have to speak to one of our lobbyists, our good friend, Les Garasolis. I saw what transpired yesterday, and I will speak on that one as well. But it depends on how this one goes. It's analysis. It depends. So at this point, let's take it back. No. Before I continue with this man, let's take it back and hear what they said. Listen.
On a moving pedestal.
Let's quickly touch on again the issues in the southeast.
Okay.
I see a very strong headline here. Nigeria has requested for Simon Ekpa's extradition, according to CDS.
Hold it there. He saw a very strong headline. Nigeria, the zoo government has requested for the extradition of Simon Ekpa, according to the CDS. The chief of the defense staff, the idiots, the Fulani man with a Christian name, Christopher. The one they call Christopher Musa. What an irony, an oxymoron. You are bearing a Christian and a Muslim name to show you that it's only the gullible ones that you can deceive. People like us, we know who you are. You're an Islamic bigot. The one they call Mr. Musa. You're not even a general. You are an Islamic bigot. He's still there blowing his trumpet about Simon Ekpa. Hi, the zoo will be a zoo. We've been waiting for the presidency to speak on this case. They refused to. Instead, the cronies, those ones who are bent on Islamizing that zoo called Nigeria, they are the ones speaking. What does the CDS know about international politics, international law? What does he understand about that? That even when the FBI requested the criminal they celebrated as a super cop of that criminally minded country, Nigeria, your so-called super cop, a criminal, a kidnapper, you called him your super cop. That's how dirty and foolish you guys are in that shithole called Nigeria. A murderer, a killer that will kill people, steal their properties, but to you, you were praising him, glorifying him, blessing him as a super cop. Abba Kyari was called and named, worshipped by this same people called Nigeria and the media because they refuse to carry out an investigative journalism. They refuse. Once the police talk or speak, they take it as first-hand, breaking news. It goes straight to the media, to the printouts and the rest of them. When the so-called CDS speak, the military man, it is breaking news. Their media houses, news outlets, they spread it out like a breaking news in their tabloid and the rest. That's to show you how backward, archaic these people are. FBI came for your so-called super cop. And what happened? Your Nigerian government came and did 419. Told the FBI, oh, it's going to be a double jeopardy. A man cannot be tried twice or punished twice for a case. Yes, he's involved in a hush puppy saga. Yes, he's a criminal. Yes, he's taking some money. Yes, he's into fraud and all those things. But we have a case against him here in Nigeria. We have a case against him for drugs. You can imagine how petty they were. They even did a simulation where they put a camera in a car. And Abakiari was there discussing drugs. God. Discussing the sale of drugs. How to carry the drugs. How to, bring it in and is happy to pay any money. They did that. Took those files to America and showed FBI. And said, with all due respect, this man cannot be brought to America because there's a serious case, a much serious case that he must be dealt with in Nigeria. At the end, America washed their hands off while laughing. They said, wow, this third world country will never change. They never cease to amaze us. But let's watch and see what they will do. In the end, they claim he was in jail in Nigeria. And before you know it, he was granted bail. A man who was sitting in a 5-star hotel, his wives were coming to sleep with him every night. Case in point, you have seen what they did to that one. The boy girl, what's her name again? Bobrisky. Ordinary Bobrisky, when they opened Yash, they gave her, a VIP house to stay. That's how criminal-minded that shithole, that contraption, that evil entity called Nigeria is. And for them to think, well, they cannot fool us. It's the deaf and dumb and blind they fool in that country. But for them to think that making such a pronouncement on the 1st of January, for them to think that will scare us or panic us, that shows, they've not been informed. So the statement that, yes, they've requested an extradition of Simon Ekpa. So to me, it's just a laughable matter. It's baloney, nonsense. Baloney. Let's continue, I beg.
Let's bring him back home. Do you think is okay? Some persons will say, no, let the Finnish government do their job. But then some persons say, no, bring him back home. Like, yeah, it happened. Let's finish it here.
No, they can't tell Finnish government what to do. We made a complaint, formal complaint, to Finnish government. And based on the complaint we have made, they would have checked through intelligence and through the facts available to them, they were able to establish that there seems to be an offense against Simon Ekpa.
Hold on there. According to him, they have carried out investigation in Finland. And there seems to be evidences that Simon Ekpa is guilty. God, Nigeria. Nigeria go survive. Africa go survive. Our people go survive. Oh, Nigeria go survive. Nigeria go better. Aye, a shithole country, my God. A shithole. Enshi. Utunshi. Utushi. Afonshi. Yeah? These people and their craziness, it never ceases to surprise me. He's saying so suddenly, oh, they have investigated. And they seems to have found something. And, so there is something there. Simon Ekpa has done something. Oh my God, this is evil, man. Atalamship. Continue, I beg.
To establish that there seems to be an offense against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa enjoys dual citizenship of both Finland and Nigeria. So they have taken that bold step following our complaints to go into it. And that is why they have kept him behind bars, where he cannot be sending out those killer, inciting messages on the social.
Boom! Hold on there. They've sent him behind bars. Imagine that, though. Where he cannot be sending out those killer messages on social media. They have sent him behind bars, where he cannot be sending out those killer messages on social media. Biafra. Now what for also? This man now, I want to believe he's from Delta State or something. I want to believe he's from, one of those Eastern region states. I want to believe so. But see the language of this man. Look at how diabolical this man is speaking. But when you look at the spectrum, the other spectrum, the Yorubas, till this day, they still love their brother Chief Sunday Adeyemo, a.k.a. Sunday Igboho. When you go towards the north, till this day, the Fulani, they call the headsmen. They call Boko Haram, they call ISIS, ISWAP. They are freedom fighters. Even the same Musa, General Musa said, oh, Lakurawa, when they came, they were friendly to us. They were friendly. What does he mean by that language? A foreigner came to a country without passport, without visa, without green card, without work permit. They came and they were carrying guns. Something that the so-called citizens of Nigeria cannot do. They are not allowed to carry guns in Nigeria. The so-called citizens, but a foreign body came in. Lakurawa, Lukarawa, whatever you want to call it. They were carrying guns in the Nigerian space. Foreigners. Technically, they are immigrants. Undocumented immigrants found in a country carrying guns. And what did Nigerian military say? Oh, when we saw them, they were friendly. They were a bit friendly, so there was no problem. We allowed them to stay. My people, make una they hear the language. Make una break them down to understand. It's like in America, people came from Russia with machine guns and everything, and they entered the border of America. And the American soldiers saw them and said, when we saw them, they were a bit friendly. What did they mean by friendly? It means they were doing their prayer with them. Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. They were praying their Juma. They were eating food together. They were helping them to carry out the job they were supposed to do. They were friendly. Till this day, the media, the dirty gutter media, the satanic media in that shit called Nigeria, they have not called that idiot to say, what do you mean by friendly? Define the meaning of what you mean by friendly. Friendly. A terrorist group seen in a country, a foreign entity, immigrants without documents, carrying AK-47, and you, as the CDS, you said they were friendly. What do you mean by being friendly? Where is that done in the name of God? Where is that done in the name of God that a foreign entity, intruders, interlopers, foreign bodies, aliens came to your country carrying AK-47, bullets round their whole body, and you saw them, your military saw them and said, they described them as being friendly. When we first saw them, they were a bit friendly to us. And we heard they've been there for 6 years, undocumented. And when I call Nigeria a shithole country, you guys get angry with us. And you expect us to live in a country like that, where refugees, where foreigners have more rights than the people, where terrorists are being respected than the people. You call the terrorist your friend. Friendship is both ways. If somebody wants to be your friend, it's up to you to accept their hands of friendship. But till this day, the zoo dirty gutter media, you guys talking about Simon Ekpa shy away in Finland, have not asked your politicians, have not asked your so-called CDS, Musa, a criminal, a bastard, an idiot, an Islamic bigot with a Christian name, Christopher. Imagine the irony there. An Islamic bigot with a Christian name, Christopher. He's the one speaking. No, we want to hear from the presidency. Bayo Onanuga, whatever his name is. Let him speak on Simon Ekpa so that we can hold the neck of the snake and serpent. No. These ones that are speaking, they are non-entities to us. Non-entities. They are smaller fish to fry. Yeah, you are saying, oh, Simon Ekpa is this and that. But in your own backyard, terrorists are coming to your land and they are saying, oh, when we saw them, they were friendly to us. Foreigners in your country, carrying guns, killing people. And your military said they were friendly. Let that sink in your dirty gutter minds. But this fool here would be here attacking his own brother, Simon Ekpa. You say all vile things about Simon Ekpa, but in the north, Those you are trying to please, when they see the worst amongst them, they call them their freedom fighters. Sheikh Gumi called Boko Haram their freedom fighters. He called the Fulani killer headsmen their freedom fighters. Men herding cows and carrying AK-47 without license. They have the liberty to roam in Nigeria. They have more right than the so-called doctors, PhD holders, journalists in that zoo called Nigeria. Even the pastors, there was a pastor one time that carried a gun in the church, and that man was invited by the zoo police and the rest of them. To show you that even the Boko Haram has more right. The headsmen have more right. The dirty, stinking looking idiots have more right than a pastor carrying gun in church at the pulpit to protect himself and his folks. Nigeria, shame, they shame me, man. You guys, you are so backward. The way you reason, your psychology, your state of mind is so backward. In fact, you are worse. You are less than an animal. The way you guys reason, it baffles me. You think Finland, a developed country, one of the great Nordic countries, one of the best Scandinavian countries, will come out and skip to the loo of a shithole country? A country nicknamed the shithole by the #1 citizen of the world. The #1 citizen of the world, Donald Trump, called Nigeria a shithole, and you're all angry with us when we called you a zoo. You are angry with Nnamdi Kanu for referring to you as a zoo, but Donald Trump, the #1 citizen, referred to Nigeria as a shithole country. You guys, you disgust me. You disgust me with a passion. Let's continue.
Media to Nigerians, especially people in the southeast, to continue to do the killings. At least it has been totally contained now. He told us, from what I heard anyway, that he's a content creator. So what he was doing was content creation.
And now go to the gallery, play to the gallery now. So it's sweet. It is sweet now. They laugh. He told us, from what I heard anyway, that he's a content creator. Oh my God. These people, man, my God, have mercy. A people that lie to themselves, a people that pretend to themselves, they will never solve the problem. They must look in the mirror and know that this thing that Lord Lugard did with his wife, Flora Shaw, it is not working, it has never worked, and it will never work. Because in a nation, you must have people with the same ideology, the same perspective to life, in pursuit of happiness, coming together with one agenda, one goal to uplift a nation. But what you have in Nigeria, I'm sorry, it's not even qualified to be called a country. It is a contraption. Dog-eat-dog world. A banana republic where everything goes. The other day we saw Dele Farotimi crying like a baby. Crying in deep shock. The trauma of seeing him go through what he went through was a shock to him. He was crying like a baby. Because it was a shock to him that a Yoruba man can go through this in Nigeria. Because to call a spade, after the cabal, the partnership, the Yorubas are next in the hierarchy of things. Is the Igbos, these people like this man here speaking, they are the type that can't smell the coffee and call a spade. No. He was crying because he was in shock. How can I be put through this? I am not an Igbo man. Why must they treat me this way? Shedding tears. Because he was locked up for about 20 to 30 days. But Nnamdi Kanu has been locked up for 3 years, going to 4 years. You have not seen him shed tears live because we know the enemy. We know we are at war with the enemy. But an idiot like this man in the studio will be talking out of his anus. An imbecile, a fool. Oh, we heard he's from what we heard, he is a content creator. He said he's a content creator. Ah, man, you guys, you disgust me, man. You guys, you belong to the Stone Age. To the Stone Age. Continue, I beg.
Oh, really? While houses were being burned, people were being killed.
That's his content.
That's his own content. So he has to explain that to Finnish government.
Now blame him now. Yes, warehouses being burnt. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. Things happen. Blame it. Even what happened in 1966. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. The pogrom. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. Python Dance 1, 2, and 3. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. Men that went to the home of Nnamdi Kanu to kill 28 men plus his dog. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. Unknown gunmen. Blame it on Simon Ekpa. You guys, you disgust me. You disgust me with a passion. You are cowards. You are cowards. Men like you don't deserve to be called, you know, an Igbo man or something. I don't know. I suspect you're from Delta, so I won't even refer to you as an Igbo man. Men like you don't deserve to be called men. You're a coward. All you do is play to the gallery. You're a coward. I heard he said he's a content creator. Show me the script where he said that. Show me the video where he said that. No, once your zoo say it, it becomes law. Whatever Caesar says becomes law. Huh? A shito will remain a shito. I better continue.
The CDS, well, he has just made a statement. The enforcement is another thing. It is not enforceable. So, I mean, what he has said is what is expected of him to show that he's making efforts from this end.
Now you are talking like somebody when gets sense small. It is not enforceable. Let that idiot say what he wants to say. It's not enforceable. Now you are talking like somebody when gets head small, when gets sense small, when goes school small. You guys, you disgust me with a passion, man. You disgust me. I expected so much from you guys when you are doing your analysis. I expect so much from you guys when you are doing your analysis. A Fulani man talks something and it becomes, law. It goes to the media. Oh, they've sent some document to extradite from America. Finland go give their citizen to you guys. Not in a million years. Continue, I beg.
That the man suffers. That the man faces justice. But Finnish government cannot be stampeded into releasing the man to Nigeria in a hurry. They will go the whole hog. If they find him guilty, obviously he's going to be sentenced in Finland, and he will face that. So Nigerians have to have a long wait. Maybe by the time he finishes serving there, they can now request for him to be brought to come here and face
Part
what
2.
he has caused.
Now, idiot. Idiot. You guys, you're risen very, very shallow, man. Your IQ is low. You guys, man, your IQ is very, very low. I'm sorry to say that. Men like this. So God, have mercy. 1st of January 2024. This man is speaking this way. They've got Simon Ekpa in their mouth. When he's found guilty, he will face the law. Then when he finishes facing the law in Finland, they will now bring him to Nigeria. Hi, my people, I beg, these people, they are not worth my time. They don't worth my time. Because of that, I will come back for part 2, where I'll be addressing Elias Gerasolis. Elias, you made a mistake. Your judgment was flawed. I'll come with the part 2. Let me leave it there. But don't miss my discussion with a guy I respect so much. I love him so much. Elias Garasolis. He's made a very big mistake, which might affect the contract that the Biafrans have with him. Because if he can make such a wrong judgment, how can we now trust him to make the right judgment when it comes to lobbying for the Biafrans? I'll come back for that one as part 2. Do not miss it. Don't miss that one. Peace. I love you all.
Yeah, check me out. Superstars Media. Lord Logan, Bloomington, Lord Logan, and it's Wild Flora Show. 1914 amalgamation is what we dying for. 3 nations to 1 nation, ever since annihilation. Nepotism is nonsense. You and you, clap your hands. Biafra gonna come, clap your hands. Biafra, Odudua, we're free now. Freedom is gonna come, we're free now. Yeah.